What's up, everybody? It's another week. It's another episode. Welcome back to the West Coast POPcast. It's your boy, the final boss, the champion of the West Coast Pop Predictions, Knock. Thank you all for the support, man. Subs have been going through the roof recently. Really appreciate it. If you're new here to the channel, of course, we got us three guys. The main man, of course, Zach right there. Let's introduce you right here. How are you doing this week?
I'm good. It's getting hot as hell here in LA, but
It
I'm
is.
still good. We're talking some wrestling.
Man, always talking wrestling, always talking pop culture. And of course, the man who's been streaming this week with Zach, Eric. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. You know, if Zach is taking care of pop culture, I'm taking care of flop culture. Put your flops in the chat for Triton.
Oh man, this has to go away. This, what do they call it in W? This flash in the pad, it'll be forgotten about next week.
This seat selling megastar.
Let me just say
anyone...
this in the chats. It's taking over the chats, but every week Eric has something that just makes me fucking tear up. So,
Flop it out, baby. Flop it out.
This is ridiculous. If you guys enjoy that, if you don't know what he's talking about, Eric's been doing My GM WE2K22 on the channel live stream, and check out those channels and check out the sensation, if you will, notice Triton, who's been taking the internet by storm.
Damn straight. No showed me last stream. And I made him a damn megastar, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine. He needs time off too.
Yeah, he's sick of that rookie deal, man. He gets that pay increase. Oh man, but we got a good show for you guys, man. We got a special guest coming on later for PCW Ultra talk that happened this few days ago, so definitely stay tuned. But of course, getting into it, you know how this goes, the weekly recap with Zach. Monday Night Raw, what's going on?
not much. Paul Heyman basically told Brock Lesnar that he's going to put his hand up his ass.
Okay.
Finn had a good match. Yeah, that's where we're at on Monday Night Raw. TV 14 is coming soon. This is the big thing here. Is Ziggler came back at the end. You had Bob and
Yes.
Riddle take on Theory and Seth, and Ziggler came out as a face in a suit. Do you guys see anything good coming to this? Do you think it's just to put Theory over? What do you guys think of Ziggler coming back?
100% to put Theory over.
Yeah.
Well, they always just with Ziggler. They tease him out there as a big thing, then they just reel him back in. So I don't see it being anything crazy.
Yeah, you pretty much got it. He's out there to help Theory.
Props to Ziggler though. Like, who else can they really throw out there? Say, oh, go to NXT, help them out real quick. Go over here, help them out. Jump onto the main event in Raw. Like he is good. He has his own place. He is a very talented dude.
Yeah, that's a good position to be in.
Yeah.
Hope they pay him well.
He has to be getting paid well. How do you feel about the potential of Dominic Mysterio joining the Judgment Day? They've been really teasing this heavy.
You're not for it?
The Judgment Day promos are not there, and if that's where Dom's going to be learning promos from, then we're in trouble.
All right. Hold on. Man, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here, and when I look at the chat, I see the stream. Why is there a flopping fish on the stream, man? What is going on here?
Yeah, I don't
What
know
are we
what's
doing?
going on. My hand is not on the mouse on the keyboard.
Man.
Has Triton learned the ways of Mustafa Ali? Has he hacked our stream?
We've given Eric too much power here, man. Oh, flopping fishes. Just get it out of here.
God, great flopping fishes is right. What's going on?
In the chat though, what up Prime Time? What up Tony Khan, Datilla? How are you guys doing? We'll definitely get some TNA talk to Datilla for sure.
We can skip that.
We're not throwing fishes on here and skipping TNA Impact Wrestling. Anything else for Monday Night Raw from you, Zach?
No. Sonic commercials, and I almost dozed off while it was in fast forward, so that's how good Raw was.
Oh man. Well, that is Monday Night Raw. On to NXT 2.0. This show, we seen a pretty good match. It was this kind of helped me win me over with the what's the guy's name? Former Imperium guy, Giovanni Vincenzi? Vinci? I don't know. The guy with all the superstar cars, man. He's a talented dude. He's buying into this new character. He took on Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews goes for a little splash. What do you call it? Blockbuster. He gets caught in midair. I love it, man. Great stuff there. Solid match. He does get the victory through interference. So Zion Quinn came out and attacked Apollo Crews. What else happened here? Roderick Strong, man. This dude's on his way out. I mean, he clearly doesn't want to be there. He's a great talent, but he just doesn't feel inspired. And I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He's so uninspired the way he's on his way out.
I'm trying to put it lightly.
It's crazy that he's.
I mean, like, I want to send this guy a hotline number. That's how on his way out he is.
Oh, God, definitely.
Did you catch anything else on NXT 2.0? That I know something might have caught your eye. That check out Zach's shorts, but not Zach's literal shorts. His shorts he puts on the YouTube channel. Never thought I'd say that sentence, but yeah. Anything else from NXT 2.0?
Let's say the skateboard bit at the end with Cora Jade. Don't cut it so deep that it breaks in the air. Okay, let's watch that.
Yeah. Did you see that twist coming where she will turn on Roxanne?
Yeah. It's just weird because they're tag team champions together now.
Yeah, the only women's tag team champions. Because whatever happened to the main roster tag team belts? What happened to that fabled tournament that's supposed to be happening? Yeah, so the NXT Women's Champions, Cora Jade and Roxanne, won it last week, but all of a sudden this week they're about to break up. She cost her against Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose retains. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Let's
Eric,
see.
That's what I thought after watching NXT this week. Yeah.
I just can't even. I try my hardest to care about NXT, but what's the point? They're gonna change characters, change gimmicks. I'm not
Solo's on his way up.
Not even. Yeah, Solo might be on his way. It's saying maybe around SummerSlam I may get called up.
Yeah,
if there's any bright spot on NXT 2.0, though, every week I will say it on this podcast. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, just they're a talent, man. The A champion, A+ talent. They're amazing.
I feel like there's two types of fans: ones who watch it for Carmelo and ones who watch it for Nikita.
Oh man,
both are helping our shorts.
Double innuendo in there somewhere, but
there's somewhere in there.
A non-Triton one got me. That was good.
Oh man. But of course, moving on from that, we got to jump on to the next part of the Tuesday Night Wars, AEW Dark. Did you guys catch AEW Dark this week?
Is it because you're going to talk about the debut?
I'm about to talk about the debut. I'm not talking about that at all. That ain't even happened yet. That was in a taping.
Oh, you're right.
I'm talking about way off in the land of the rising sun. We saw our champion Thunder Rosa take on Mayu Yamashita, one who does probably a better black mass than Malachi Black himself. She steals a victory over there. She wins the title eliminator match. So at some point she'll have a title match against Thunder Rosa here in America.
So what you're saying is there was a great women's match. And
great women's match.
Rather than me getting to see it on TV, because I mean, we could probably just take that match. It doesn't even have to be live. I'll take the recording. I have to go on YouTube, a site that I hate. You think I like being on YouTube?
You're on YouTube right now.
I can't stand this website. I have to go on YouTube and watch this women's match with the women's champion?
Well, actually, if you look at Dynamite, they played the highlights.
Oh, they played the highlights.
The highlights.
Highlights are for Raw.
Man.
So this and the Pac match, I hate that they're doing this. Do this on Rampage. Put these two matches on Rampage. The crowd kind of leaves during the end anyways, or they don't pay attention when you give them the women's match 5 minutes of your time. Put these on at the end of, or you're going to edit it anyways. Put it on during Rampage.
Exactly.
I disagree, man. I think this is a good spot for it to get people to tune in the Dark. You guys, would you watch Dark if they start doing more matches like this?
No, absolutely not. There's too much wrestling.
So, are you a wrestling fan or not, man? Too much wrestling? Sick of wrestling? That's like saying I'm sick of breathing. What are you talking about?
I watch like 15 hours of wrestling a week for this show. When am I going to fit in Bravo TV shows and the important stuff, Knock?
Oh, man. That wasn't the only match from International. We had Pac versus Shota Umino. I believe it was an RPW match. Great match as well. Pac takes the victory, retains his All-Atlantic title. He'll be going on to defend that all across the world. I'm a big fan of this, man. I think this gives your title some uniqueness, gives it prestige, and it gets to show other promotions. So all around great stuff. I know Pac wants to do other promotions anyway, so it's just a win-win.
Yeah, he's a great digital media champion. It's a
All
great
right,
thing
man. All right, man. We're talking about the
live.
AEW Light
Damn.
Championship.
Eric is on fire today. Shit.
I'm glad he's going around the Rev Pro because so yesterday, those of you who missed it, you'll never see it because WWE are a bunch of fucking marks. I streamed Is It Worth It, and I almost streamed a Rev Pro match because that promotion is on fire. They are
on fire,
killing it.
But with that being said, on to the live show, the AEW nationally televised, world-renowned broadcast of Dynamite. Should we go into the big thing, or do you want to talk about throughout the show here? Like we had Chris Jericho do a promo. We had Eddie Kicks do a promo, which you could also see in one of Zach's shorts. How much stuff you got in your shorts?
Keep Eddie Kingston out of my shorts.
But yeah, do you guys like Dynamite? We see the return of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Well, we've missed her for sure, man. Definitely a great part of the women's division. And of course, the main event. Like I'm gonna jump right into it. Swerve in Your Glory. Did you see that coming? Which you could also see in Zach's shorts, man. He's covering everything.
Zach, what size? What do you wear?
I wear a 36 waist dungarees.
Oh man.
You know what though? I know everyone's happy for Swerve in Our Glory. They're not my tag champions. That's some bullshit.
Wow.
They were not the legal man. We have rules. We live in a society. You pin the legal man.
Listen, and we also turn a blind eye to the ref's decision. The ref's decision is final. It's final.
Oh, all the times you talking about all the great referees of the past. Little Nate. We've got the Hebners. You want
the Hebners? The Montreal Screwjob Hebners?
Exactly. Oh, terrible. And Tony Khan going online and saying the referee's decision is final. See you all on Rampage. He's the greatest mark of all. I know he's in our chat right now, and I like you, Tony Khan, but on TV, you're a mark.
Speaking of Tony Khan, he says he needs a Dr. Britt Baker because he got C-nitis. I don't know if she can cure that for you, buddy, but C-nitis.
Embrace.
Zach, any remedies for our guy, Tony Khan?
Yeah, real wrestling. Just watch real wrestling, and your C-nitis should go away.
Zach, I don't know any other wrestler who can beat any human being with just 5 moves.
Oh shit!
I don't even want to.
Wardlow did to Oz Cassidy, but whatever.
That's true. That's true.
I almost made a short with that match highlights to Yakety Sax because that was a joke. I hated that match. I'm done with Orange Cassidy. I'll just say that. I'm done with him.
Oh, really? He was one of the biggest ones when they started.
He can come back in like 6 months, but I mean this shit needs to go away.
Is his match against Pac at Revolution still his best match? Or do you give the Will Ospreay one?
Or Ospreay. The Ospreay one was good.
Yeah.
You like the triple threat, him, Pac, and Omega?
I forgot that happened. That was the main event of Double or Nothing.
I don't like that they keep putting him in title matches just for the champion to win. It's kind of weird. Do it to a face that's your mascot.
Yeah, I don't want to see him win the title either, I'll be honest.
Yeah, then I just wouldn't put him in title matches then. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. You could so many other talents can go there, and he'll be fine without. He doesn't need a title. He'll be fine without it.
Yeah.
Hey Zach from Tony Khan, I'm not begging, but is the belt finished? And finally,
Fucker, I told you
Beyond.
on Friday it is finished.
It is finished. The belt is finished.
So just so you know, this Friday on Rampage, we're debuting a Trivia Championship title. So if you want to tune in on Friday, a Trivia Championship title, it'll be if you win it, it goes up for grabs again the next week. So that's what it is.
Man, put TNA trivia in there, and you got your boy for another title, double champ over here. Take that.
Put TNA trivia in that, and I will make that look like the Hardcore Championship, Zach. I will smash that title.
It is actually the title that got smashed. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nubico in the chat. Britt Baker may be back, but her humor has gone from ratchet and clank humor from bad and cringy humor. What do you feel about doing the sandbag thing on live TV and kind of playing that up?
I'm sorry.
I'm done with it.
So what? She sandbagged someone? I missed.
So like the whole Thunder Rosa sandbagging thing with us. What's her name? Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
So when Britt Baker came back, she interrupted Thunder Rosa's promo with a sandbag in her hand. Which is kind of funny, but I don't know.
It's kind of funny, but I guess I don't know. It's awkward, but kind of funny.
Yeah. So and then of course, rest of Dynamite will get through it. Serena Deeb builds up her match against Mercedes Martinez, which I think she will beat Mercedes Martinez for the title at Death Before Dishonor. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus continue their thing. So they went after the Varsity Blondes for the sole reason that Griff Garrison resembles Jungle Boy. He wanted to whoop his ass. So funny stuff there. They'll be taking a tag match next week on Fyter Fest Part 2. And Claudio, in his first like official AEW match for an AEW talent, he takes on Jake Hager for the victory. But yeah, that was Dynamite. Great stuff. And Takashita, man, the Cinnabon superpowered Japanese king right now, who's on fire, rocket fueled to the moon. He took on John Moxley for the world title, which I thought would be the main event. Ended up being like the midway point. Just straight up killed it, man. He is one of the best flying clotheslines I've ever seen in my life. He's on another level right now.
Is there a reason it was in the middle of the show?
I don't know. I mean, the tag team titles main evented, so, but I just figured the way they did the graphic and the poster, the world title the main event. So I don't know if that was a last minute change or what.
Yeah, that's like the world title should always open and close, but that's interesting.
Yeah. Anything else from Dynamite for you guys?
No, I think so.
All right, I don't think so. On to total non-stop actual wrestling. Attila, we're here. Great episode, of course, like you guys know. Impact has a long history of wrestling, a long history of greatness. Did you guys catch it? Because you could also catch an episode on Zach Shorts right now, Mickey James, Chelsea Green. But let's see. Speaking of that, Chelsea Green gets a victory over Mickey James. Mickey James is leaving the Impact Zone. I don't know when she'll return, what type of storyline they're trying to do here, but I think she's doing that like she's lost a little bit, had a loss, and she's going to go away for a bit. She returned exactly a year, I think, yesterday at Slammiversary. So I'm interested to see what she goes through here. But I want to see Mia Yim take the world title soon.
She may have just decided it's time to go to a real promotion.
She's in the realest promotion there is, man. The promotion that treated her right, not like WWE.
She came back for our Royal Rumble. We even let her bring a little jewelry with her.
It's more than jewelry. It's a definitive women's world title. And then Masha Slamovich, who's been on a meteoric rise since the pandemic happened, had another dominant win on Impact this week. So definitely check it out. It's one of the most consistent shows going. With that being said, Friday Night SmackDown is up next. Zach, anything from Friday night that stood out to you?
Pat McAfee doing work in the ring on the mic. Yes. I like that, and bringing up the stuff with Corbin. They are roommates and stuff, so I like this. Other than that, kind of a mailed-in SmackDown, to be honest with you.
For sure.
The only big thing at the end, the only thing at the end was Angelo faced Jimmy, and then we found out who the special guest referee was, because no referee can contain this feud that is building between the two. So we get Double J, Jeff Jarrett. I don't know why, because it's in fucking Nashville and two people will care about this. But whatever, SmackDown. Thanks for wasting my Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. The Jeff Jarrett thing. Pat McAfee saved the show once again. He was great on commentary, great with his promo in the ring. Bum ass Corbett is fucking hilarious. He's great right now.
Like I said, Kofi too. When Kofi had a beard and stuff on, but he just like he purposely made it look like he didn't give a shit that it needed to look right. It was just funny.
Yeah. The Till in the chat. I like the callback to Trish and Mickey. Yeah, it was a great callback. And I think Chelsea's the perfect person to play up that crazy Mickey thing from back in the day, because she kind of. There's a lot of similarities right there. So it's a great storyline between the two.
Yeah.
Oh, she hates the New Day segment, though. It was cringe.
It wasn't that great. Just,
for me, they need Big E back, man. It's hard to see him away.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be great when he comes back.
Yeah. I hope so. He had a setback, but he says he's still in good spirits, man. One of the most positive people. That power positivity thing is not just a gimmick, man. That is real life.
Yeah, I feel like every person who's ever seen Big E is rooting for him. Like, I don't think he has any haters right now.
There's no way.
He deserves all the well wishes and all that. He's amazing.
If there is a Big E hater out there, if you can find dirt on that hater, otherwise just make up dirt and let's just cancel whoever that hater is.
Let's just let's just all beat him up. Fuck it. Lure him to an alleyway. Get some lead pipes.
Yeah.
Take him to the NXT parking lot.
Exactly.
Oh man. Anything else in the week in wrestling before we hit to news and rumors and then bring in our guest? That's some coming soon.
Oh, thanks.
Nothing.
Wow.
Well, news and rumors. The few ones I got here, a lot of misreports about Io Shirai being gone, but it turned out she might be in a PC getting ready to wrestle. And the big thing is she wanted to make it to the main roster. That was a goal of hers. So I think before she ever does leave WWE, she'll make it to the main roster and give that a shot at least. The other thing was that dude Cornette, I see said John Moxley, the dude who just wrestles and goes home to his wife and kid. He said he was the worst wrestler today. This man just, oh man. Do you ever pay attention to anything this guy says? I don't. I just hear every now and then what people say that he does say on the internet, but I mean, I could care less.
Right.
At one point, I wanted to do a game on the show where I was like, who said it, Cornette or Dave? But Cornette's shit is so stupid. It makes no sense. I was like, this. It's just obvious to tell what he says. He's just saying things to get a rise out of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it, man. But Moxie's the world champ right now.
Yeah.
Killer match after killer match. One of the best in the ring. So it is what it is. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's over there doing what, a podcast? Who does those nowadays?
I mean,
Loser.
He's gonna be on YouTube next. Damn Sam.
Could be on YouTube Dark.
Yeah. And then I think the other one I had was like the whole. So it was funny to me because the guy who tweeted out that WWE is going PG-14, like hours later, he's like, "Oh, there's crazy stuff going on, man. Tune into my podcast tomorrow, and we'll find out what's really going on." And he was like backtracking. And, I don't know. It was weird to me, but okay. But that's all the news and rumors I saw this week. Eric or Zach, you guys have anything?
So I do want to touch on that Raw thing on TV 14. This is why, again, there is no journalism in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
It's literally just a fucking guy who maybe. So the report says that they are going to do it on a later date. That's what USA, like, internal reports are saying. Journalism is just fucking going to the source and saying, hey, are you guys going TV 14? If they say we have no comment, you report that. It's not newsworthy, but you fucking report it. That's how journalism works. And it is crazy that we have to pay them this much attention. And I hate it because all of my news segments are just, again, based off the same shit, rumors and reports. So
yeah.
I hate wrestling journalism, but here's a bunch of them. Parker Bordeaux on AEW Dark debut.
Yes, sir.
Spoiler
And a
alert.
faction.
Yeah.
The next
segment, by the way.
Brock Lesnar.
I watched that. That's a shit segment he's in. So
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I'm honestly surprised he's still wrestling. I don't know why
I thought he'd be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought he was like a WWE guy or bust, but I want to know what he did. I need to know what WWE found out about him that scared them off so harshly.
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead.
You got it.
All right. Next up, one of Vince McMahon's lawsuits have officially dropped. A month ago, it was reported that Oliver Luck with the XFL lawsuit, he and Vince reached an agreement. Now it's official. The judge signed off on it. Both the lawsuit and the counter lawsuit from Vince are officially dropped. So Vince can focus on all the strange he's paid for over the years.
Speaking of the XFL real quick, do you think The Rock has a chance going forward? He's really building this up, bringing a lot of eyes on him.
So that's actually something I found interesting is there was a podcast I used to listen to, and apparently like XFL under Vince, like that last season, they did have a shot at being a thing. They were doing well.
Yeah.
Just the pandemic really screwed them over. So
I forgot that even happened. Damn. It's crazy.
Even with the I think last season we still saw players that were like out of shape and all that. But apparently
people throwing up on the field.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they really did have a shot at not I don't know being as big as NFL, but they were making good steps.
Yeah.
And last thing I have, Sasha Banks has revealed her first non-WWE appearance, as far as we know, non-WWE, at C2E2, and reports are saying that booking her has a price tag of about $30,000, which I think is more than fair.
I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this one because I've been seeing so much nonsense on Twitter about it.
All right. I mean, you mean about the price, or?
Yeah, like people just saying like it's ridiculous. What is wrong? Like all this crazy stuff, slandering her for doing a $30,000. Like, what do you want her to charge? $1,000? Like some cheap ass? Like
she's main event to WrestleMania. She's been on The Mandalorian. She's on the cusp of mainstream. What are you expecting?
Yeah.
Also, she has said that as far as wrestling bookings, she is not starting that until January 1st next year.
Man, just in time for AEW's new year.
So we could see her. We could see her in AEW. I don't know. There's still iffy on if she was actually released. Naomi had a little tweet with Lince Dorado saying that as soon as possible they might do some lucha things. So
honestly, and then I forget, like she always trains at like Lince Dorado and Kalisto all the time. Like I always see them posting.
Right.
Hey, I mean, I think that'd be cool to see her outside of WWE. I think she'll have the best matches of her career outside WWE.
I don't know. I feel like they're still talking. I feel like WWE and Sasha and Naomi are still talking. And
they have to be.
Yeah.
You can't let her slip through your fingers like that. If she goes to AEW, is that the biggest signing in that company's history over Punk?
Yeah. I'll say over Punk, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you, Zach?
I think so.
Yeah.
She's still at the top of her game, so yeah.
Yeah.
And she's in Star Wars. That's why it's $30,000 is nothing.
Yeah.
For wrestling and Star Wars, just putting those names, that's butts at your convention.
Exactly. And people are going to show up. Like she has her own
exactly.
fans.
You'll get your money.
Right.
And the price of the photos and whatever was like $70. And something was $90. So
standard, if not cheaper than most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Sasha Banks. Get your money. I mean, you deserve it. Earned it. All that good stuff. Tony Khan says he heard rumors that Bayley might return at SummerSlam. I could see it being possible. It's been almost a year since she's been out. I know she's been ramping up for a return, so that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Also, shout out to finally Batman Beyond. This is the first time I've seen you in chat, so welcome.
What's up? What's up? Yeah.
That's all I've got for these rumors.
He says John Cena was best at TV 14.
He was. John Cena was the best at PG.
Good.
He was the best yesterday. He was the best 20 years ago. He's the best constantly. He is the pinnacle of human evolution.
Was he the best at SummerSlam 2016?
Is that the one where he put over that indie darling rookie jobber kid and gave him a future? Put some food on his table?
Man, that's funny. No, TNA sensation, man. Great stuff. But it's almost that time to bring in our special guest to talk PCW Ultra. While we're waiting for him to get in, get situated. What else we got for news and rumors? What else we got on the channel, man? We got video games. You've been streaming. We got tier lists, not the X-Men tier list, but the best villains of all time tier list. Check out that. If you're liking a video game, check out some of our video game tier lists. Any other 2K streams you got going, Eric?
I hopefully will have one this week. Maybe they're my GM. Maybe I will try to see if I can find a way to do some more. Is it worth it? Because I did enjoy doing that, but WWE didn't enjoy it. But
nope.
But you could watch, if you want to watch that full match, it is on YouTube on WWE's channel, and you can watch Ray and Dominic react to that match, which is very weird. But check it out.
That is pretty weird. Tony Khan wants to play WWE GM mode. Man.
One day.
I think it's almost time here.
I think it is time.
It is time. What's up?
Are you saying hi to me? Yes.
Yes. Well, welcome to the West Coast POPCast channel, man. I heard great things about you.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
For those that don't know, this is Monty Lamonte. He is an LA comedian. Great guy, into wrestling. We talk it during open mics because why wrestling's so fucking fun. And this man went to a PCW event this Friday. How was it, Monty? And we'll get into the matches too. We'll talk matches match by match as well. So
Sure. All right. Well, thank you for the introduction. And yes, the match was really a lot of fun. You know, I got to tell you, I went with a friend of mine. We had a great time. And usually we stay in the match. They do like an intermission typically, and then the matches end kind of late, or at least late for me. They end like by 11:30. But this match, we knew the headlining match was going to be a great one, so we stayed till the end. And it was totally worth it. And it was really fun. I mean, I loved it. I thought the match was great. And I always look forward to PCW matches. Like, I think they put on a very good show.
well, let's run down the matches. And is that Judas Priest shirt you got on right there?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Hell yeah. The band Jericho tries to be.
For anyone
let's talk
real quick. Anyone who's wondering, if you can't see it, I'm fixing the views right now. So you'll see everyone in just a second.
Okay, cool.
Let me know when you're all set, Eric, and then we'll run down the matches. We'll do it in the match order that you sent me, Monty, and
Yep.
just let us know what you thought about each match individually. And just really quick, how was the production of the show? I don't know if you've ever seen MLW. It is like a smaller thing that's on YouTube, but they have little things that make it a better production, like their sound systems, just an LED board in the background, small things that make it look big. What does PCW do to make it look a little more better than like a bingo hall show?
Okay, so no, I have not ever seen the MLW show, so I can't do a compare contrast. But PCW, they have like they have like lights, like they've got like a good like a lighting rig, and they have really good sound. Like they have a DJ, and the sound is really good. The one thing I will say, I always have a hard time. The mic is really clear, but for some reason I missed a lot of I had to go online to clarify like who a lot of the wrestlers were. Like I missed a lot of like the clarity of like the introductions. But that being said, they have a great, like the mat is great. The ring's really good. They've got they've got their logo on all the turnbuckles. And they have it's a really good show. Like I said, the lighting is really good. Lots of like nice lights and flickering and rolling around. No smoke though, like no fog machine and no LED. No, maybe they're LED lights. They're the remote lights and whatnot, but
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
The production value there.
Yeah, the production value is really good. I think for local, it's very good.
All right, let's run down the matches here. We're gonna have pictures that PCW put up of the matches, but I understand here from what you saw, some of the competitors changed from the original lineup. So we'll just run down here so people at home who saw it don't freak out and hit us up in the comments. So let's start off with the first one: Viva Van versus Rachel Ellering.
Okay, now this was a really great match. The thing I liked about this match was it started out a little, like, I don't want to say slow because they were moving, they were moving quickly, but they didn't seem like it seemed like it was the first time they had Matt was in the ring at the match. You know what I mean? But I was like, is this going to be kind of tight? Is this going to be a nippy match? But they found their groove like rather quickly. Like I would say within like 3 to 5 minutes, they found their groove, and then it started to move really well. I think Viva Van's great. I love Viva Van, and she's the champ. She's the champ, and she won. But the Rachel Ellering, her opponent, was really good, and she was pretty good at selling it. She was good at taking the hits, and she was really good at like being abusive and like playing like a good heel. And then at the end, this is one thing PCW does a lot, which I really think is kind of cool. Not everybody does it, but a lot of the matches, they compliment each other at the end of the match, or they'll shake hands and stuff like that, and they'll say good match. And this was really good because Rachel Ellering at the end, she said to Viva Van, she's like, "You are the best." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Oh my God, that was so cool of you to say." It was a really good match, and they were good together. I thought they put on a really good show. And that Viva Van, she just has a great introduction, right? I don't know if you've seen it, but she comes in, she does the flip, and her introduction song is the band Loudness, which is the metal band from the 80s. It was the Japanese metal band, which I saw live. I saw them live in Chicago. And so it was just like, so I love that, So anyway, that was cool. That was a very good match, fun match.
Yeah, Viva Van's been on fire, man. I think she's the SoCal Wrestler of the Year. just the production she brings when she does her stuff is really cool.
Yeah, you know what? You can tell. This is what I like about her is you can tell she puts a lot of effort into how she enters the ring and how she exits the ring, which I think has a lot to do with like getting that pop from the audience. You know what I mean? Which I think helps put you over once you're in the ring. And I think that makes a big difference. And she's really good at that. Like she's got that down.
Nice. Let's go to the next one. Lince Dorado versus Danny Limelight, who's been around, especially if you watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He was a staple for a long time on there and kind of still is. How was that match?
Oh, okay. That was really fun. You know, that was a really good match. And so they're little guys, you know, they're a little bit smaller, which I like that because it means it's going to be quicker and you're going to see a lot more moves. And that's something I appreciate as much as I love the big guys. You know what I'm saying? I like the speed and the high flying a lot. And this was one of those matches. And, you know, it's funny that you say that about that Danny Limelight, because this is the first time I've ever seen this guy.
Oh, wow.
And I will tell you, he was like, I remember I was like, wow, if this guy was a little bit bigger, he is such a pro. Like he is such a good heel. He is so good at interacting with the crowd. And then in the ring, just as great. Like the guy's got moves. He's really good at selling it, coming in, going. He can take the hits. He can give the hits. And I really liked him a lot. Lince Dorado, I think, is really good. But I think, and even though he won the match, I think as far as showmanship, Danny Limelight is great.
Yeah, he's used to stealing the show, man. He's a former Marine drill sergeant. So, like, he's come a long way. He's been on AEW times. Yeah. There's a guy good later on in the show that's actually his tag team partner. He's gonna have a future, man. He's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
All right, the next one is it Mana versus Bulletproof. So they advertised Bulletproof. They just didn't advertise what it was going to be, the segment. So this was what came out of it.
So this guy that he fought now, this is like I said, as far as like understanding the being able to make out what the ring announcer said, I couldn't really make out the name that he said. But this guy came out and these two dudes were like, these were guys that I feel like they forgot about leg day, right? Like these guys were like, they were a little, you know, they were a little bit taller and they were kind of bulky in the upper body, but they had real skinny legs, you know? And, but the match was good. Mana, he was like old WWF. Like he came out and he had like a necklace with like big saber-tooth tiger teeth on it or something like that.
Oh shit.
And he had like a machete type thing. So like, you know, like he was doing like old school showmanship, but it didn't seem to really go over with the crowd too well. And Bulletproof went over. Bulletproof was your like, you know, like kind of like, for lack of a better term, like your generic white dude, you know, like kind of forgettable. He
John
had some
Cena,
decent.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Come on, John Cena. I think he's great. I think he's such a good actor.
Monty, we're running out of time. Monty, we got to get
sorry.
this hard.
Okay.
In case you don't know, Zach hates John Cena for whatever reason.
Okay. But
Whatever.
This match was probably the most forgettable match of all the matches, in my opinion.
Okay.
So let's get into this next one because just the pictures you took of this one, the size of these two dudes in person, Monty had like front row tit seats, man. These are like awesome seats that you got.
Yes.
So we have Toa Leona versus Killer Cross, and these guys looked intense as all hell during these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
This was a really good match. This was a lot of fun. These two dudes were both really big guys, and they came out and they Toa Leona. He's like old school, like Samoan type wrestler, which I really like that, you know, and he seems like the real deal. He's got the tats and everything. And the guy who fought Killer Ross, you know, they're giving that guy a push, and he's actually fighting Hammersmith, who's their heavyweight champion. But I'll tell you, I thought Toa Leona, they need to find a way to like get him more mic skills and get him better with the crowd, because I actually thought he was a better wrestler than Killer Ross, but for some reason Killer Ross he's the guy they're giving the push to, you know. So be it, maybe because he's like a big dopey white guy, but I don't know. He was definitely, in my opinion, the inferior between the two, but still good, you know, but just not as good as the other guy.
Did he have Scarlett Bordeaux with him at all?
No.
There was no girl.
No.
Man, his
Not at
production
all.
changes whether he's with her or not. But I think with Toa Leone, he's a giant dude, man. He's been on AEW Dark, and they actually gave him, I don't know if you know, Tully Blanchard. He's going to be his mouthpiece. So he has someone to talk for him now. Yeah.
Okay, good. He's great. He's a really good wrestler, man.
So
I like him a
help.
lot.
Yeah.
All right, next one was another one. I think it might have gotten changed, but not sure. But Lucas Riley versus Jav Vidal.
That was those were the two that wrestled each other, and I've seen them both before, and they're both really good. They're high flyers. They're little guys. They've got great moves. They're very physical. Jav Vidal won. He's great. I mean, that dude always puts on a great show. He's great stage presence. He enters the ring like a champ. He leaves the ring like a champ, and it's no wonder he is the champ. I mean, that dude is top to bottom. He's one of their better guys, in my opinion. He's very good.
I'll give Lucas Riley props. When I first moved out here to LA, the first wrestling show I saw was Santino Bros doing like their showcase for new students, and the biggest rivalry they had was Lucas Riley was kicked out of the heel faction led by Jake Atlas.
Jake.
Yeah, and they played off each other so well. They both knew how to play the face heel dynamic. So if Lucas wants to go to like NXT or AEW, he knows how to play a character. He knows how to be a heel.
He is good. He's good. I thought they were both great, but I just, like I said, I do really like that Jav Vidal. He's so, like I said, he's a good character. So.
Oh yeah.
They're both great though. They're both really good.
Yeah, that's cool. But you got to have your character work man down, because that's what stands out sometimes. Yes. That's really stands out.
Yeah.
I agree. You know, and it's so, which I don't know, like that Killer Ross, like for some reason he gets over with the crowd and the crowd really likes him. And I don't understand it. Like he's not even that good in the ring. Like he's okay in the ring, but I don't know.
So he's it's Killer Cross. So he was in this rinky-dink company called Impact, and then moved on to WWE.
No Impact slander on the channel, man.
So he's mainstream. People know who he is. And there's a thing where he went from NXT to the main roster, where Vince put this goofy mask on him and all this stuff, and that's why he left the company. They let him go, but I mean they kind of ruined his character. But he's well known amongst like mainstream wrestlers as well as his girl.
Okay, no wonder why they liked him then. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, you know, front row, up close, a little unimpressive, you know?
It's almost like you're seeing behind the curtain, but in a good way, though, for the women's match. Like you said, you knew that it's like they first met, but then they got things going and they worked things out. So that shows what professionals those women were.
Yep, they were great.
All right, let's get into this main event. I did not want to put the video that you sent me of this match on because just in case children watch. Unreal. War Beast versus Papa Esco and Slice Boogie. Yeah. Go ahead with this, man.
Okay, so War Beast is the Mighty Sheik, and I think his partner is named Fatouche. I don't remember. I forget his name.
Jacob Fatouche.
Is that it? Okay, yeah. And then the team was Gorilla. Yeah, that Papa Esco and Slice Boogie. Now that match was one of those, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we went there for. It was like old school, like kind of like ECW. Wow. It was all violence goes, no rules. A pin anywhere is legal. And these guys were going crazy. I mean, one thing that was really great, like at one point, the Sheik, who I love, you know, like so the thing is with War Beast is they're like the longest running like tag team champs. In like all of California and like in this like in the local whatever. So they're like super violent, these two guys, and this was great because Papo Esco, like War Beast had, I mean the Mighty Sheik had Papo Esco down, and he took a package of those like wooden skewers used for barbecues.
No,
and he held it on his head, and then he just pounded it in like your jack. And then when he moved his hand away, it literally looked like a mohawk of skewers stuck in his head. And he moved his head and it failed him out. It was so great. It was crazy. And I was like, and then he took it out and he was just bleeding everywhere. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, see, and I like that stuff. I mean, I know not everybody likes that because it's a little out of
I do
hand,
too,
but
but it's brutal.
it was so crazy. In the match, let me tell you, the match, as soon as that bell went, it was just like chaotic and crazy from beginning till end. High, like real high speed, like a lot of action, nonstop action, and those guys. It's violent, but it's hard to tell if they had like any real good wrestling moves or not because most of it was taking place out of the ring. But the one thing I thought was really great about this match was Papo Esco. Now he's the guy, he lost and he was doing all this mad, like just talking smack, and being like whatever. And, so he's a good heel and you hate him and then you kind of want to see him lose. And when he was losing, he reached up and he put the middle finger out, and the thing I thought, the thing I thought was cool about that was because he put it out and then he put it down to like be defeated. And that was the hand he like tapped out with. And I thought that was really great because I was like, no, that's a good heel because he knew everybody hated him and he gave them the finger to make them hate him even more. And then he tapped out with that hand. So like he rubbed his face in his own shit. You know what I'm saying? and I just thought, I was like, that's really great. Like you are really putting the other guy over. You really know how to sell this. And that is to me, like that's top showmanship. And I found that very impressive. And I thought that was a great capper on a great evening of wrestling,
Okay.
There's
some really good pictures you got there, man. I'm looking at.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how you're watching that hardcore match would compare to. So AEW just did a match called Blood and Guts. So the match you saw, fast, nonstop, non-paced. Matches usually on mainstream television are slower paced. Do you just feel that it's something that? What do you think the difference is? Why do you think this one was fast paced and even old school house show ECW hardcore matches were fast paced? Why do you think there's a difference between stuff like PCW and then when you do stuff on the mainstream?
Well, I think a good question, by the way. And I think my opinion is that you're not catering to a TV crowd. You know what I mean? And you don't have to. So you can set your own timing. You can set your own pace. There's no commercial break. I don't know. There's something there. And it appears that they're more in control. Like I feel in some more mainstream, even though they're in control, but you're still catering to who your advertisers are. And you like the time to like spread things or shrink things, you know what I mean? And so that all plays a factor in how your show is going to play out and what's going to happen. And these things are non-factors in the live show, you know what I mean? And so it's like all bets are off. You can just do whatever you want. The show just go crazy, And that's the other thing too, that you don't have to worry about the camera person following them into the audience and because a lot of that last match was split up on two different sides of the ring. Like basically you were going east or west. And one guy was fighting on one side, and then the other two were on the other side. So like you had to choose which one you were going to watch because you couldn't watch both guys fighting each other. So it was like, and you can't do that with TV, you know what I mean? And so that allows it moves quicker and whatnot. So I think that has a lot, again, to reiterate, that has a lot to do with it. You're not catering to that TV crowd in time,
Yeah. I remember, if you remember last year, AEW did a match on TV where they had a pizza blade cutter and they sliced some guy's thing open. And after that, went to commercial to a Domino's pizza thing and they wanted to cancel the show because they thought it was bad advertising. But honestly, I think it was better for them. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it's great.
There's a lot of people that got to cater to that. Yeah.
I wish that I saw that. If I could point out one thing, we did skip one match. Shane Haste. There was the Shane Haste match. And that was supposed to be Shane Haste, and he was supposed to fight Steve Madison. And they actually switched it. So Steve Madison couldn't fight. So it was Shane Haste versus this dude that I forget his name, but his trunks, it said like EPGA. He's like a Hispanic dude. He has really long curly hair. And that was actually a really good match. Those dudes were both a little bit bigger, but Shane Hayes is a really good wrestler, I think. And I thought the dude he played, who he fought, I've seen him before, and I wish I could remember his name. And his name wasn't mentioned in the advertisement at PCW either, which is a drag. But that dude's a great wrestler. Like, I've seen him before, and he's really good. He's got good moves. He's so good at selling. That to me, you notice I said that a lot of times. That to me is huge. How well you can sell it, because you can't just give a beating. You know what I mean? You've got to take it as well. You know.
I like what you said too about that show. You had to choose what to watch on which side of the arena. Because it reminds me of when I had Monday Night Raw when I moved into a new apartment back in like 2006 or 7, and they just painted. So I had to go back and forth to watching John Cena wrestle or paint dry, and I just didn't know which one was going to be more exciting.
Come on!
I had to figure it out.
You know, the best thing is, even if you watch paint dry, Cena is still with you on the inside because he's that damn good. He's everywhere. He's omnipresent.
He's so good.
Hey, do you have another second here? We do a segment on the show that we usually close it out called Promo School. Are you game to do it?
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Okay. So this is Promo School. What we usually do here, we started this so we could keep our promo skills sharp and, kind of nitpick wrestlers for their promo skills as well. But you, a LA stand-up comedian, you ready to cut a promo, Monty?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, wait. We're going to do this improv style since you do improv and you done, was it Second City?
No, I didn't. I never did Second City. It was Improv Olympic in the Annoyance Theater.
Okay.
I did
some IO too.
It was too good for Second City, man. They couldn't contain.
I love Second City. I wish I could have.
But nonetheless, we're going to do some improv here. So, Knock, if you could tell Monty, so you do like remember those Saturday Night's Main Events promos that they could do like a 30 to 60 second promo to promote the match?
Yeah.
So do one of those. Okay. Knock, if you could tell Monty where this person is fighting, where he's facing this person, and Eric, if you can come up with a person Monty is facing. So it can be anyone and it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be a wrestler. It doesn't have to be in the ring.
Oof.
Well, I already know my person. It's got to be Killer Cross.
Okay, Killer Cross.
Monty versus Killer Cross at the next PCW show.
The next PCW show, which is in
October.
I think it's like October 21st. Yes.
Yeah, set in stone.
Yeah. October 21st in Wilmington. All right, let's see if I can get a quick one out here. All right. Let's see. Let's do this.
Let's go.
All right, PCW crowd. This is your main man, Monto the Monster, coming at you live in Wilmington, California. Now I look around everywhere and I see this lame-o, Killer Cross, musclehead. He's just got a lot of muscle between his ears. The guy's a doughboy. He's as slow as molasses. Well, I'm coming for you, Killer Cross, October 21st in Wilmington, California. You're going to get the elbow of a century smash all across your stupid stinking forehead. All right, brother.
Brilliant.
Right, how was that?
Oh, man. One of the best of the show, man. Sign me up. Buy my tickets.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. I was trying to I was inspired by that kid Zach. I sent you that kid who did the promo for the Hulkster, which was great. That kid was awesome. All right. Well, that was. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous to do that, but I'm glad I did it. Thank you so much for letting me do that.
Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, man.
Right, you're the first guest we've had on that actually did it. No one else has the balls, so
That's true.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's the thing too. I'm. It's hard for me to say no. If someone says, "Hey, we just go," yeah, okay, sure, I'll do it. That's the performer in me. But thank you so much, fellas. I had a great time. Thank you.
Thank you,
man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And lastly, if you're in the LA area, Monty, tell them about your upcoming show.
I am performing Saturday, July 30th. I have 2 shows that night. I'm hosting, and this at the Hollywood Comedy at 5871 Melrose Avenue. I'm hosting the 7:30 show, which is going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be comedy and candy bars, and I'm going to give out free candy bars. And then I'm performing, not hosting, at the 9:30 show and that should really be a lot of fun. Josh Spears, the comedian, is hosting, and he's great, and so it should be a really good time. Thank you for letting me plug it. Oh, and can I plug my Instagram?
Please do.
Go ahead, man.
Please do.
So I do. I follow back. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. It's Monte MONTE _ eats EATS, and that's on my Instagram handle.
All
It is
right.
great.
You had me at comedy
Eric-
and chocolate bars. What comedy? What?
Comedy candy bars. Yeah.
Come on now, man. That has to be written all over it, man. Candy bars.
Yeah,
You got to follow him too, because if you're in the LA area, Eric and Knock, if you're looking for good places to eat, this man covers the LA area restaurants. I mean, it's a step above Triple D. Sorry, Guy Fieri.
Oh, thank you very much. I love him, by the way. I think he's a great guy. I think he's so good.
Very nice. You can see the Instagram in the chat. Make sure you all give it a follow.
All right, thank you, fellas.
All right, thank you.
Later,
Peace.
Monty.
All right, see you, Zach.
See ya.
And then there was 3. Great guest. Thanks for bringing him on there, Zach. Zach provided us with a guest here, taking PCW Ultra. Good stuff there. Good insight on the show. Good pictures provided. Definitely follow him on Instagram. Check out those comedy stuff. Zach's always doing comedy. Monty's doing comedy. Yeah. That was a good promo too, man. He caught me up. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to know what to expect. That was good. Brought me back in time too. It was nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it's been a good episode so far. All this TNA slander, all this John Cena slander, man.
What you know what the problem is? Nobody knows what Zach likes. We can't slander what he likes.
Zach, who's your favorite wrestler, man? Who are you standing behind no matter what?
Oh, it's not Eugene, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're missing out.
Oh man. Well,
I just want to say, watching before you cut it out, Knock, I just want to say, when we were watching Eugene live during that era, it was always just like, we're just waiting for them to cross the line. So good on them for not, but they always just glean the cue just a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Zach, how could you not like the childlike wonder as he hit the people's elbow with the Eugene stunner? It was all beautiful. The only thing that could have made it better is if somehow he managed to look into the future and pull out a Eugene AA.
Oh man, that would have canceled Cena, man. That'd have been done. Well, been a good episode for sure. Anything you want to plug real quick, Eric?
Let's see. I guess just subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, and that way you'll get to know when we do live streams. It's very important to get that sub so you know when, because you never know when the video might get taken down.
Get it while it's hot.
Exactly. And
Eric
also
putting over the company that took it down. You're putting the company over, and they still take this. How fucked up WWE is.
In my hopes, I want them to steal me away from this channel and just put me on. I'll take what's it called? Level up. I'll level up.
Oh.
I remember what it's called.
It's funny, like you're talking about that. I wanted to say it before, but some of the guy, the Troop, Blake Troop. Me and Eric actually trained with him over at Peter Avalon's. Really? He was that big guy. Yeah, that was him. The big martial arts, the mixed martial arts guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who he was talking about on the show.
Oh, you know what? Actually, damn, I wish. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But there is someone I do want to promote. Someone else that we trained with. She's having her debut. What's her name again? The Electric Bunny now?
Yola?
Yeah, she's having her debut.
She's having her wrestling debut?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I can find it before we finish, then I will get it out there. But yeah, props to her. Check it out.
Definitely check that out, man. She definitely puts in the work. It's been years now. Shout out to Yola. Shout out to everyone we trained at Santino Bros, Peter Avalon's, man. Great memories.
Yeah.
But channel's at 720. We're getting close to that 800 mark. We means we're getting closer to 900. We means we're getting closer to 1K. And we can finally get rid of that duck on Zach's StreamYard, man. Get rid of the duck. Get us to get monetized. We're so close. We're putting in the work, man. Videos are coming out strong. We thank you. And of course, Zach, where can they find us?
They can find us watching more independent wrestling. Knock, you brought it last week. Monty brought it this week. So just more independent wrestling. If you got something out there, leave it in the comments below. We'll check it out, and we'll even talk about it on the show if we can find video of it. So independent wrestling, find it and watch it.
Of course, man. And if you can convince these guys to stop putting the fish on the screen, end the show. I'm done. End the show. End the show.
Flop, flop,
Watch
flop.
AEW Dark.